Okay, hi everyone. This is the third question in the IM shelf review series, and this question is about an older lady. Again, we're talking cardio. Older lady who has had and STEMI. She came to the hospital. She's had it treated. Now this is 3 years, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days later. Okay, and she is in the hospital bed. Everything's going well. That all of a sudden she starts feeling bad. She starts like sweating a little. She says she's a little short of breath. Her blood pressure is a little low. You think? And the physical exam shows there's crackles in her lungs, and there's a bunch of murmurs that weren't there before, and the murmur is at the sixth rib or intercostal area, at the maximal impulse point, and like mid axillary point, and the murmur is a holosystolic murmur. Okay, so I gave you the descriptions of a murmur of a mitral regurg, right? And then I also told you that the regurgitation, well, I didn't tell you about the regurgitation, but I told you there's crackles in the lungs. Crackles in the lungs means what? Means there is blood going back to the lungs or blood not emptying the lungs properly, right? It's a sign of lung congestion, okay? So, why has this happened? Why has this lady suddenly has developed a congestion of the lungs? Okay, the answer to that is fairly obvious. Hopefully, since it's 3 days after an MI, you should be thinking of papillary muscle rupture. Okay, so this is how papillary muscle rupture will present with pulmonary congestion and a new murmur. Okay, but the murmur is specific to the mitral area. So what you need to differentiate this from is septal rupture most of the times. Okay. The other thing that might some people confuse this with is a free wall rupture. Remember that a free wall rupture will give you signs of acute tamponade. So you'll get distant heart sounds. You get profound hypotension. You'll get JVP elevation. Okay. Um, the other point I want to make, which of the papillary muscles will rupture, okay? And that's important because not both of them have the same chance of rupturing. So there's anterolateral, posterior-medial, okay? Anterolateral is closer to the front and is more lateral. Posterior medial is on the back side. The posterior medial is usually fed by the right coronary artery. Okay, this is important. I swear to God, this is important. The anterior lateral is fed by half of it is fed by the right coronary, half of it is fed by the left coronary. So the anterior lateral one has two circulations. It usually don't rupture if there's an MI because it has two circulations. The necrosis won't get that bad. But the posterior medial one will have only one circulation, and it's from what? It's from the right coronary. Okay. Now this person, when you're thinking of rupture, it's usually the posterior medial one, and it has to be a right coronary MI. Okay. Now, yeah, that's it. That's the whole point. How do we differentiate with the septal rupture? Septal rupture will have a different type of a murmur. You know, it's a septal murmur, so you'll hear it along the parasternal, left parasternal area, third intercostal. That's the ideal place to hear that. The nature of the murmur is the same. It's a holosystolic murmur again. Um, what else? Oh, with that one, you'll over circulate the lung, so you might still have potential because some of the blood is bypassing your body and kind of like going back to the lung again. But yeah, so you might get some pulmonary edema from that as well. But let me know if you have any questions in the comments. What do we do? I kind of do like a lot of hand gestures recently. Yeah. Until next one.